I ride the river in a small boat. I wear my life vest to make me float. We need new engines, some that won't stall. Just have our admin pay for it all. They say I'm crazy 'cause I play in the mud. I'm just counting the days until our next flood. Life's been good to me so far. I see the bubbles, the sampler backfield. I yell for Albert to hold the boat still. I just remind him who's really in charge. Here comes another mother barge. Flow-weighted measures across a large channel. Produce CDI points that I can handle. Our efficiency is right where it should be. Al says he thinks that he needs to go pee. For large rivers, they say I'm the GOAT.
Yeah, I'm the GOAT.
Al's taking a leak off the side of the boat. Life's been good to me so far.
I think that he's a pretty cool storyteller. He's real animated, and he really gets into the story he's telling you, so you feel like you're there. And the amazing part about his stories, all true.
He's been known to take a few liberties.
He's so full of crap.
Mike still gets around pretty well. He's in really good shape.
He's starting to show his age.
Manning, he's old as hell.
Mike and I share the same hallway, and the thermostat is in his office. He keeps it pretty high, and it's always warm.
He's just a little cold-natured sometimes.
He's a cold-hearted SOB.
I wonder what Mike's gonna do in retirement.
Oh man, he's gonna have it made.
So if you haven't heard, Mike's coming to work for the private sector. Can finally get these walls painted.
Dad, have you got my shower fixed yet?
Dad, I need the four-wheeler fixed.
So I've been a little bit worried about Mike retiring, but now I'm thinking it may not be so bad after all. We do things just a little bit differently here.
Some folks may not know, but Mike and I have been friends since we were in high school, quite a long time ago. Of course, you knew Mike is not quite as old as I am, but you know, when you were in high school, if somebody was 2 or 3 years older than you, they were unapproachable. If they were 2 or 3 years younger than you, then they were insignificant. But there was something about Mike that made him a lot more memorable. That was that he had a very good-looking older sister. So I remembered him from that. If nothing else, if I played my cards differently back then, he and I might be related right now, but that's a whole different story. But anyway, when Mike came on board, back in the heyday of the deck program. It was a little bit of a reunion for he and I. And it didn't take long to figure out, in working with him, that he is the kind of guy that every manager loves to find. That he is self-motivated. He sets very high standards for himself. I think it's safe to say he's a perfectionist, and that he can work with anybody. I mean, he's just that kind of an employee. And I think he probably, I'd say, cut from the same mold as folks like Jim Hudson and Harold Bishop, that were always a joy to work with. And so I guess but you didn't have to work with Mike for 15 years to figure out that he was smart and made good decisions. All you had to do was meet his wife, Brandy, and you realize, hey, this guy's been making good decisions since long before he came to work with us. So I can't help but celebrate the chance for them to be retired and enjoy more of their time together. I just I can't help but wish you guys all the best in retirement. I know you will be as successful at that as you have been everything else you've undertaken together. I'm proud to call you a friend, and I hope we get to see a lot of you in retirement, Mike. So congratulations, and Brandy, you too, on everything you guys have accomplished. Can't wait to hang out with you a little bit.
Hello, Mike. I've heard that you're getting ready to graduate. I can tell you that retirement is all that they say it is. I want to reflect a little bit on our relationship. We worked together for some 20 years. And I think of all the things that we've done together, all the adventures, the misadventures. We sample for pesticides in about every medium there is out there. In the sediments, in the fish, in water, both groundwater and surface water, in small ditches that you could step over, and in the Mississippi River running at 2 million CFS. We sample for pesticides in the air, in rain, in drinking water. We've put instruments into the ground in an agricultural field while the tractors were idling, waiting for us to move. Our rain and air samplers were located in a catfish pond complex, and the bugs tried to carry us off each time we arrived. We poured gallons of red dye into a small circular enclosure in a soybean field and followed where the dye went for months. We got some strange looks from the locals, only to find out that our farmer had told everyone that we were searching for extraterrestrials. You cheerfully mentored dozens of French engineering students that I foisted upon you, not to mention the legions of high school and college kids. And I always thought that we made a good team. You may not have thought that, but I did. I mean, I was the big idea guy with the connections, but you were the man who made things work, a little like MacGyver. I really have no practical abilities, but you could install gauging stations, walk-in waders, install weather stations, automatic samplers, drive a vote, fix stuff. Whenever we got a new piece of equipment, I'd open it and glance at the instructions and hand it to you and say, get this to work, please. More than that, though, you were always a pleasure to be around. I always thought of you as the epitome of the real Southern gentleman. And I kept track of the things that you've done in the 10 years since I left the survey, and I'm very proud of what you've done and all the things that you have accomplished. You've been a great asset to the U.S. Geological Survey, a great asset to me. It was a great pleasure working with you. Most of my success can be attributed in part to your hard work. Thanks very much, and have a great adventure.
Hi, Mike. Congratulations on your retirement. It was great teaching with you in Brazil, and more recently working with you on the Federal Interagency Sedimentation Project, including the Next Generation Sampler. Your vast sediment knowledge and problem-solving ability will be sorely missed, but most of all, I'll always remember you for your contagious love of science and genuine care for people. Best wishes in your retirement.
Hey Mike, Molly Wood here. I just want to send you a message to tell you how much I have valued working with you through the years, both domestically and internationally. Your expertise in large river sediment sampling and safety considerations has been so valuable to the USGS and our partners, and your expertise on the Mississippi River overall. And I continue to be giddy every time I view or share the Mississippi River videos that you helped create with Scott and Claire to showcase USGS sediment sampling processes. And I know that your care and commitment to the USGS mission was fundamental in the success of those videos. I have always enjoyed bouncing ideas off of you and talking informally with you at meetings and conferences. But I gotta say, the most important thing is that you named your son Peyton Manning. So go Vols. Anyway, Mike, congratulations on your retirement. Please do keep in touch.
Hey, Mike. Barb Clace here, obviously. I hear that congratulations are in order. 39 years. That's amazing. I hope that you also have fond memories of the years that we worked in Aqua together. Remember the summer that we sampled all 42 stations in 6 or 7 weeks? I think we spent the entire time sweltering, covered in carp guts. Were you there when we sampled the site near Steel Bayou with Wade Bryant from Atlanta? Do you remember when he headed out running across the pasture and stopped a Schwann's truck and bought 2 boxes of ice cream sandwiches for us to eat in the heat? But I think perhaps one of the most memorable events was when you and I were sampling on the Mississippi River. We went out there, we went on shore for a bit. I turned around and all of a sudden noticed that the boat was heading downstream on its own. You threw on a life jacket and paddled out and got it right before it got into the main flow of the Mississippi River. A true hero. Sure glad that worked out. I truly hope that you have great plans for your retirement. I hope you will have lots of time to spend with your family and doing the things that you want to do and when you want to do them. And if you want to, I hope that you can still share some of your hard-earned knowledge with the next generation, but on your schedule. To wrap it up, all the best for many years to come to somebody who truly made a difference. Take care.